चाबी को कर दिए।
Good evening, students. So we will be starting at 5 o'clock sharp. Okay, good evening, students. So I'm Dr. Jasmeet Singh from CSCD department. Welcome to project semester orientation session. We have with us Dr. Professor Shalini Batra, head CSCD, uh, and my team, IAP team. So I'll give you a brief overview about the IAP project semester session, and then head ma'am, and I'll handle your queries at the end of the session. Uh, Starting with first of all, IAP. So IAP stands for Industrial Attachment Program. It is a unit in CSCD department that handles project semester training for all computer science engineering department students, whether in COE or CSC or CSBS. So we try to provide you support and solve your issues or grievances entire in the entire training session. So a student in COE, CSC or CSBS can undergo project semester training in three ways. One is project semester, which is either in the industry or in the research institute. Second is startup semester, which is basically a student can have its own startup. And third is alternate semester, which is a regular semester in Thapar CSC. So I'll discuss each of them one by one. So project semester, as I told you, that it is can be executed in industry or some research institute. So in industry, you must be doing some technical computer related internship. And for research institute, you must be doing under some professor in some institute of repute, such as IITs, NITs, triple ITs, or some foreign universities, right? Do take into account that paid internship in some computer centers or training institutes or certifications from some platform like Coursera, Udemy, these are not considered as your project semester training. So don't indulge in these institutes. Now, there are three particular things that we check during the registration of the students in these companies or institutes. One, the duration of the training. It must be at least 4.5 months, right? Minimum 4.5 months. Second, the profile should be technical, should be related to computer science. And third, there is a minimum stipend criteria of 10,000 rupees. So these three things must be satisfied. Once a student registers in project semester, he or she is assigned a faculty mentor from the IAP cell, and there is an industrial mentor who is the team leader or project lead assigned to you by your company. So both of them also evaluates along with the final panel evaluation at the end of the semester. And the total credit is 20 credits. So this is about project semester in some company or some research institute. Now, second is startup semester. So startup semester, you can have your own startup to that you can work on in some innovations or entrepreneurship skills you can have. So that for that you have to register with EDC cell. You have to contact EDC cell. You have to register with us, IAP cell, but you have to contact EDC cell. So students may contact Dr. Mandeep Singh, who is President EDC cell, or Dr. Karun Verma, who is Departmental Coordinator and Vice President EDC cell. So both the faculty members and industrial mentors are being assigned by the EDC cell here. Again, the criteria are same, that minimum 4.5 months technical profile, and this should be there, and total credit is 20. So the last option is alternate semester. So in alternate semester, a student can register if he has some backlog or he doesn't have some internship or he or she doesn't want to pursue project or startup semester. So in that case, a student can opt for an alternate semester. So it is a regular semester with 2 subjects of 4 credit each and a capstone project of 12 credit. So it makes it 20 again. So there is no faculty or industrial mentor. You have to attend regular semester. A student with backlogs can also go for training, project semester training in some company or research institute, but for that you need an approval from head CSCD and DOA. And that approval must be appended along with your offer letter of training in the portal, which I'm going to discuss shortly. So the registration process for all the three, whether you are registered in alternate semester or project semester or startup semester, whether it is on campus training you have got or off campus, all the student must first register with us. And for registration, you have to go to this portal of TIT Project SIM. So I'll share that portal and tell you the registration process. So this is the portal titprojectsim.net. So here you have to go to student panel and you have to register. So for first time registration, you will click here, register with us, and this form will open and you have to fill in this form. So first thing you have to fill your roll number. So I just make a dummy registration here. Your branch, do select it carefully. It is computer engineering for COE, computer science engineering, CSC, and computer science and business systems, CSBS. So do select your branch carefully, otherwise you will be registered in wrong stream. So your name, phone number, your email ID, which must be आपका email ID. Company name. Students fill different company names if they are in the same company also. So I request you that kindly fill same company names. Usually we follow this suit. Like let me show you this. This is one internship letter of last year student. So usually you should enter this company name, which is given at the end. Like this is Darina Solutions LLC. Like if a student is in JPMC, there are 10 students in JP Morgan. Each of you fill a different company name. So that becomes a problem for us because there are so many names for the same company. So I request you, like, let me show you another training letter.
We are not able to see the.
Yes, and let me show you. Just a minute. So like if this is the company Samsung, so you should fill this name at the end, which it is given, where there is sign, usually there is a company name there. So Samsung India Electronics Private Limited. So same name you should fill. Some of you fill private complete, some of you fill limited complete. I would appreciate if all of you follow the same name with same abbreviations and all things, so that we have a single company name for all students that are in same company. Otherwise, we need to do a lot of editing while your verification. Okay, so once you fill this company name, next is your city. So city, again, I request you, like some of you fill Gurugram, some of you fill Gurgaon. So I would request all of you to fill the new names given to them, cities like Gurugram or Bengaluru, and it should be same, right? So some of you write work from home. Please do not write work from home, even if you are working from home. There is some location that has been given to you in your offer letter. If it is not given, do contact your HR or your mentor that in future which location you would be given. So kindly enter that location, right? And then you have to fill a password, confirm the password, go with this CAPTCHA and register with us. So once you submit it, an email will go to you for verification, and you have to verify that. After that, you can log in with the same credential, right? So I have with me one account which I've already registered. Let me log in it. Okay, once you log in, you will get this page where you have to upload two things. One is your training letter, initial training letter, or what you call as offer letter, right? So it is upload initial training letter, and another is your fee receipt. So these two things you have to upload in the beginning, right? So if there is any permission that is to be taken, like I told you that alternate semester students need to take permission if they want to register in some company, if they have backlog or the stipend criteria is not satisfied, you take permission from head CSCD and DOA. So you have to append that training letter along with that permission mail in a single PDF file, and you have to upload here. So all the permissions that you take on email through head CSCD, DOA or finance officer must be appended along with your offer letter and must be uploaded here. Otherwise, we will.
There is a change in the joining date. We have to append that also.
Yes, you have to append that email also if there is some change as not given in your offer letter.
Okay, sir.
Every change, every permission must be appended here, right, in the single PDF. Otherwise, we will delete that and you will not be registered. So you do that. So I randomly upload some training letter and some PDF file. So you have to similarly upload your fee receipt that you can take from your WebKiosk account, right? And you have to upload here. So I'll come to that. Like sometimes you don't pay your full fees. There is some partial fees due to some scholarships you are getting or loan has not yet been approved. So in that case, again, permission must be taken from DOA and finance officer, and same permissions that you have got must be appended along with your partial fee receipts, right? So kindly do that, otherwise we will delete your.
So what is the last date to submit a fee?
Its last date is actually you must have got the notice there. Let me I'll check that.
Right now it is 26 for project semester students.
Okay.
We don't know whether it will be extended or not. As on date, it is 26.
Okay, ma'am.
Right. So you have to, in case you take some permission, you have to upload that also, right? So once you upload it, you are provisionally registered, not full access is given to you. You are provisionally registered, right? Let me show you once again. If you log in now, so once the same username I am entering. If you log in now, you see that the things are already uploaded, and verification of your documents will take 5 days. So after the verification is done by the IAP team, then only you can fully assess this portal and you are registered, right? During verification, as I told you, we check 3 things. One, we check your profile, it's technical. 2, it should be 4.5 months. So your duration must be mentioned on your offer letter and your stipend, right? So these 3 things we check. If they meet the requirements, we verify the student and the fee is okay, right? Then we verify the student. Second thing is what is to be filled by students in alternate semester while registration, right? When you click here, register with us, students in company, research institute or startup will write their company name and company city, and they will upload the offer letter and the fee receipt. Startup student upload a form that is there that is signed by the EDC cell that you are given the permission to start with the startup cell. So they will upload that in place of offer letter, right? But student in alternate semester should write company name as alternate semester, right? And company city as Patiala. So do take into account those who want to pursue alternate semester must write alternate semester in company name and company city Patiala, and they will upload a blank A4 sheet paper, A4 sheet size paper in place of offer letter. So they will not upload any offer letter as they don't have. They will upload a blank A4 size PDF or in place of offer letter, right? So all of you have to register on this portal, upload these two things, offer letter and fee receipts, along with any permissions if you have, and wait for your verification process, right? But do take into mind, start this registration procedure after 5th January 2023. Do not start registration before that. The portal is still in odd semester, working in odd semester, 7th semester. We will shift this portal to 8th semester, even semester on 5th January. So kindly register after that. Do not register before that. Please do take into account. Any doubt you can please ask up till now, students who are on Zoom. Ashima ma'am, any query on YouTube?
We have to register on 5th Jan or after 5th of Jan?
After 5th Jan, registration will end on 31st January.
Okay, sir.
So 5th to 31st January, it will be there. After 31st January, no registration will be done.
Excuse me, sir.
What if there is one question from Jaskaran? Just wait a minute, I'll take that. There's one question from Jaskaran. What if the internship is remote? If it is remote and the whole process is going to be remote, then you can write work from home. Whole training is going to be remote. And you are confirmed of that. Okay, Khushi, there is question for COVS. What are the subjects? Where are the subjects for alternate semester mentioned? So there is a scheme. You can contact your branch coordinator. Dr.
No,
Samita.
Jasmeet, for CSPS, I had a word with DOA. You have to go for internship. There is no alternate semester option available, and we cannot do anything since this is guided totally by TCS.
Right, right. So for CSBS, there is no alternate semester. What is the fees for this project semester, and can we do it from college offline? So fees, notice you have got it is regular semester fees. So you have to pay it. No, you have to do it from college only. It just cannot be online. Alternate semester. About research internship, can Thapar mentors or professor provide research internship? They can provide, but you need an approval from head CSED for that. There is a proposal you submit to the professor under which you want to do. If the professor agrees, you have to submit that mail of agreement and the proposal to head CSED, and then you will get the permission. If you get an internship offer without scholarship, you have to take permission from head CSED and DOA. You have to append that permission along with your offer letter. Subjects for alternate semester can be seen in your syllabus, COE and CSC. What if internship location is not confirmed? Do confirm it from your mentors, from your HRs, and you can register till 31st January, but confirm it. Recording will be available, those who have joined late, on YouTube, the link which has been provided. The recording will be there. Ma'am, CSBA students can do research semester?
Yeah, they can do research semester, but we don't have any provision of alternate semester with subjects and capstone.
Right.
And for that also, they will need special permission for
Yes.
from DOA.
For research internship, you need to have permission from head CACD and DOA. You have to submit your proposal and your mail from professor to head CACD and DOA. If stipend is less than 10,000 or no stipend, you have to take permission from head CACD and DOA. I'll get, so rest of the queries I'll tackle when I'll answer some queries at the end of the generic query session. I have few queries that usually students have. So I have listed them and I'll answer that. And then if some queries left, I'll answer. So let me move further. So once you register and is being verified, I log into some other account which I have verified also. So after verification, you will get full access of this portal. So you see, after that, you have to fill phase 2 registration form. This is called phase 2 registration. Here you have to fill your mentor details and HR details and company address. So mentor name, email ID, do take into account mentor email is your industrial mentor email ID, right? And it should be correct exactly. Then only industrial mentor will be tagged. You will be tagged to your industrial mentor in his portal, right? So you have to fill detail of your company, like what is the country, what is the address, company name, address complete, because faculty will visit you. So he or she should have complete address of the company in his account. Here you have to fill mentor name, who is your industrial mentor, mentor email ID, and mentor contact number, right? So email ID should be correct. Then only you will be tagged to your industrial mentor in his account, right? So this you will phase 2, you can only fill when the company has assigned you some industrial mentor, some team leader, and that usually generally happens by 15th Feb. So phase 2 registrations must be done by the end of February, right? After that, you have to fill after every 15 days daily diary, or what you call as reflective diary. So if you see here, you have fortnightly reflection, right? Currently it is an odd semester, so it is showing dates like July, but it will be shifted on even semester and on 5th January. So you will see here Jan 1 to 15, Jan 16 to 31, Jan Feb 1 to 15, and so on. So after every 15 minutes, whatsoever is your learning findings or whatsoever you have done in those 15 days, you have to submit here, right? And after 15th Jan, this block will not be accessible. So do fill every fortnightly, right? And you have to fill at least 8 fortnightly reflections. These are to be evaluated by your faculty mentors, and it carry a score of 5 marks, right? So do fill it every fortnight. You will fill start from your training start date. Let's say your training starts from 17th January. You will fill Jan 16 to 31. You will leave it blank, the first one, right? But you have to fill total 8 entries. That is 4 months reflective diary should be there.
Sir, what
Right.
if the internship starts from the 21st December itself?
21st, you will start filling from first Jan to that,
Okay, sir.
right? But do fill it after 5th January because the portal is not yet shifted,
Okay, sir.
right? Then you have to upload in this UC upload report and PPT. You have to upload goal report, which is to be uploaded after 4 weeks of your training. It is just a 1-page report which mentions what is the problem statement of your project and what is the objectives you have set, right? So this, if you see here on the home page of IAP, let me open one more tab. If you see here, download file section, there is format of every report like goal report format, midway report format, project semester report format. So you have to follow these format to upload here. So this you will upload after 4 weeks of your training. Again, these are evaluative and this carry 5 marks to be evaluated by your faculty mentor, right? Next, you have to upload the midway report after 10 weeks of your training. So it's midway report, how much you have achieved so far. It's for 2 or 3 pages. Again, format is given on that home page. It is evaluative by the faculty mentor and carries 10 marks. So total faculty mentor has 20 marks, 5 marks for fortnightly report, 5 marks for goal report, and 10 marks for midway report, right? So this repeating like report file, project presentation, and final training letter, this is to be uploaded after your before 1 week of your final presentation, right? So you have to upload these things at the end. Then these are student input form and just a minute.
And when the college mentor will be assigned?
It will be done within February. So by end of Feb, it will be done.
Okay.
Right? Because we complete our registration process by 10th Feb and then we start allocating you faculty members. So student input form and feedback habit form is to be done at the end, right? Before your final presentation. And here you will, once we have assigned faculty, you will see the details of faculty mentor.
It will be randomized or we can choose?
No, it is allocated by the IAP cell.
Okay.
Student has no role in it. Right. So I repeat the entire procedure. You have to register with us, first of all, on this portal in the student panel. Do enter company name and city carefully from your offer letter. Alternate semester students will fill alternate semester as company city name and city as Patiala, right? Once you register, you verify your account, you log in, you upload your training letter and your fee receipt. So any permissions of your training is to be appended with training letter. Any permissions of your fees is to be appended with your fee receipt. Upload a single PDF file. Alternate semester students will upload a blank A4 size PDF in place of training letter. Right? Then IAP cell will take 5 days, around 5 to 10 days to verify you, right? And once verification is done, alternate semester has not to do anything else on this portal. Their data will be sent to Office of Dean Academics and you will be tagged with your web kiosk and LMS, right? So you will be tagged to your subject teachers. You have not to do anything after that on this portal. For other students, they have to log in. They have to fill phase 2 form when mentor has been assigned, industrial mentor. By the end of Feb, which must be done. You have to fill fortnightly report after every 15 days, at least 8 fortnightly report. It carries 5 marks. You have to upload goal report after 4 weeks of training, right? And midway report after 10 weeks of training, right? They carry 5 and 10 marks respectively. Sometimes if we find error in verification, like there is no permission and there is no stipend, we delete your offer letter from the portal and an email is automatically sent back to you. So you have to contact the IAP cell that what is the problem in my registration. We will tell you and you have to take that particular permission. Right. So if you get an email from us after your uploading of documents, you have to contact the IAP cell, right? That you are not registered. What is the problem in your registration? Any doubt up till now, please? What is the process for taking permission? It's through email. You have to send email to head CSED and DOA, right? It's hcsed@thapa.edu and doa.thapa.edu.
And when the faculties will come to the company for verification?
I'm coming to that.
Okay.
Sir, if the internship period is not mentioned on the offer letter, then what we have
Ask
to do?
company to send you an email that what is your start and end date or what is the total duration, and append that email along with your offer letter. We need to check what is the total duration
Okay,
of your internship.
So we have to append the email from the company with our offer letter in one PDF.
Yes.
Okay.
We can append the welcome letter if we have changed the, for example, joining date, and we can append a welcome mail also.
Yes, wherever it is mentioned that your start date is changed to this or start date is this.
No, it is not written. It has changed. The start date will be directly. Please come to office at this date.
You have to attend that. If it is mentioned in training letter that total duration is this much,
okay,
then it's okay. We need not to have a start date specifically, right? But if it is not mentioned anywhere, what is the total duration or what is the start date, end date, and you have it in email, any email, you can append that.
Yes, sir.
So this complete process is being mentioned in this slide. I'll share the slides on your email soon after the session, right? Now coming on to faculty follow-ups. So faculty follow-ups, there are 2 follow-ups usually. One is in the online mode and other is in the physical mode. So online mode usually is by the end of February when we assign you faculty mentor. So in first week of March, it starts, and the physical mode will be the second follow-up by the faculty mentor with you and your industrial mentor. So it is usually at the end week of May to 15th of April. So anytime the faculty will contact you that we are going to visit. So you have to make necessary arrangements for your meeting with you and your mentor, with your faculty mentor, right?
When
we
will it physical mode?
It's usually starts from end of May, end week of March up till 15th April. So faculty will contact you when they are going to visit, and you have to make arrangements that you have to check whether your industrial mentor is available or not, and you have to make every arrangement like gate pass, whatsoever is required. You have to make arrangements, right? So this is your total evaluation. 20 marks is with your industrial mentor. So it's on the basis of 5 parameters like job knowledge, management skill, technical skill, project execution skill, and communication skill. So each is of 4 marks. So this is to be given by your industrial mentor at the end of your training, at least 7 days before your final presentation. So that I tell you where the mentors fill this all detail. 20 marks is goal report or midway, goal report, midway report, and reflective diary, as I already told, is with the faculty mentor. 55 marks is your final parallel evaluation at CSCD department at the end of the training. So it's on the basis of these parameters. And 5 marks is peer review, which is your peer will evaluate your training project and will give you marks out of 5. So there is a form. If you see here on the download files, you will see here there is instruction hand booklet, and in this booklet you will see there is a form of peer review, right? So 7th number is peer review. So this is all handbook. You can go through this once and you will get very most of the information in it. So this is the peer review form. You have to append it. You have to get it filled. Marks how much it is your peer is giving you and what is your how much rating he is giving. So this you have to get it filled, signed, and append it at the end of your project report, final project report. Right. One thing more, many students are contacting me nowadays for NOC. So NOC, if you see here, in the download file section, homepage of this portal, download file section, you will see NOC/training letter from CSCD. So you can fill your company name here, your name and roll number here. It is signed by me and you can send it to the company, right? No other formality is required. We just check your registration through your offer letter, which you upload here. We don't take into account that what NOC you are sending where, right? So this is the evaluation scheme. Now these are general queries which students face. Fee related queries, like if you have some pending fees or delay due to loans, processing, scholarship, approval must be taken from Dean Academics and Finance Officer, right? So partial fee receipts along with approvals must be uploaded as a single PDF during registration on IAP portal. If there is a change in company, you have to take an approval from head CSCD and do a both, but not after 28th Feb. After 28th Feb, no change in company is allowed, right? So you must write an email to the IAP cell. We will delete your previous account, which was there in some other company, and then we will re-register. We'll ask you to re-register, right? Now, at the end of the training, like during your project semester evaluation, final evaluation, you need a training certificate that needs to be added to your project report. But since usually at that time your training is not over, because we start with evaluations in last week of May and it goes on 2-3 days, separate days. So in 3 or 4 in June. So at that time your training is not over. So the company denies you to give you any training certificate. You have to get a provisional email in that case that must certify your credential that you are doing training from this date and your training will end this date. So that provisional email will also work in that case at the end of final panel evaluation. Now, who will inform my industrial mentor regarding the process that need to be followed during project semester? It is you only, though there will be follow-up by the faculty twice. They will also ask, but whole sole responsibility goes to the student to ask both faculty mentor and industrial mentor to complete your task on the portal. Until it is not completed, you cannot go for final evaluation. right? I show you this thing. If you go to student panel, all of the student panel, faculty panel and mentor panel, there are different panels and all of them has to register. Faculty in Thapa knows the process. Many mentor also know this process, right? Industrial mentor. But those who are new, you must tell that you have to log in and log into this mentor panel. And since in phase 2, you have filled your mentor email ID, you will be automatically tagged to him, right? So I show you one thing. So if you see here, there is overall progress. At the final stage, final project panel evaluation, if all of this is not complete, you cannot go for evaluation, right? So it is your duty to get the things filled by your mentors also. So coming back to your queries, splitting the span of project semester in different organizations, usually it is not allowed. But in few cases, if they are offering like 4 months training only and 15 days are left, so you have to cover those 15 days. So for that, you may need to take an permission from head CSCD and DOA. What if I am not getting any stipend? Again, a written approval from head CSCD and DOA is required in such cases, right? So all this is the queries from my side, usually student phase. I'll come to your queries. So this is the IAP team with effect from January 1st, 2023. I am going abroad for a few years, so I'll not be handling your training semester next semester. I'm handling over charge to Dr. Chalander Tiwari and Dr. Shivani, so they will be coordinating along with the rest members of the team, right? So if you have any queries in the entire semester, you have to contact this team, right, on their email ID, right? So this is all about the project semester orientation. Now I'll take your queries one by one, if you have any.
And Jasmeet, before you start, there are
Yes.
few queries at my which have been put up by students.
Yes.
As far as CSBS is concerned, by the time the seminar was going on, I tried to have a chat with the DOA, and he's saying that as far as the CSBS students research semester is concerned, we'll take a call on Monday, because we have to connect to TCS personals also before
Yes.
taking any call, so they can contact us on Tuesday also.
Okay.
Fine. All those of CSBS who have not got the internship offers as yet, there was a query regarding startup semester, the point remains the same. There was a query regarding the research semester, the point remains the same. We will definitely get back to you on Tuesday.
So CSBS, for now, you have project semester company training. So startup and the research training, we will tell you on Monday what you can do. We have to contact TCS persons. Any other queries?
There is one query that what is the difference between the project semester and alternate semester? We call alternate semester as the semester in where the students stays back in Thapar and they study 2 subjects along with the capstone project. That is alternate semester. And project semester we call as one in which the student goes for internship.
There is one more query that what if someone is interned for a non-tech role like digital marketing?
You need to take
sales?
permission from head CSCD and DOA. Non-tech profile also need to take permission.
So there is one more query that we have to attach a screenshot of DOA approval mail in the PDF offer letter for the non-tech profile. Also, do we need some special permission for remote work?
No, Permission for remote work is not required, right? But permission for non-tech profile needs to be appended. Otherwise, we will delete your offer letter and you will again contact us and you will upload the permission. So better you do beforehand only.
And so one more, can we choose our just a second, can we choose
Our desired
can we choose a desired topic in the project semester?
Desired?
Topic in the project semester.
I didn't get desired what?
The topic.
topic, because if you are going for project semester, the topic or the research will be handled by the industry itself. You cannot say that this is the topic on which I want to go in for my internship.
Yes.
Then there is something, if someone gets an internship offer during alternate semester, what is the procedure?
It must be registered. Change is allowed till 31st January, right? So you decide by 31st January, if you get some offer, you can change it. As long as registrations are going on.
Sir, some company do not allow assigning industrial mentors. How things gonna work
Yes,
for you?
yes. This is a very important question. Many companies, rather not many, at least 10, 12 companies from my last year experience, they deny any kind of follow-up, any physical meeting, even online meeting with the faculty mentors. In such cases, an industrial mentor should drop an email to faculty mentor as well as the IAP coordinator. That we, according to our company rules, we cannot do these things. We cannot fill any form or we cannot have any online meeting or offline meetings. In that case, you will fill in mentor details, your faculty mentor details only. In phase 2 registration, first they have to drop us an email, then only we will consider, okay, that your industrial mentor is not willing to talk with us or do the formalities, right? And then in that case, once the email has been dropped, in phase 2 registration form, you have to fill your faculty mentor details only in place of industrial mentor details, right? So the faculty mentor will complete all the tasks of industrial mentor, right? They will give you marks. Sometimes they cannot fill the form, right, on some external portal, but they are able to talk with us, right? So we take, verbally we take the marks and we fill on their behalf. Sometimes they do not talk also. So then the faculty mentor will take your evaluation that what work you have done and will evaluate and give you marks of the industrial mentor. So am I clear?
Sir, how is the physical follow-up done for the remote work?
For the remote work, again, your mentor must drop an email that the student is working remotely for the entire training. And in that case, your faculty mentor will have both follow-ups online.
So one more, for the partial fees due to scholarship, whose permission will we need?
DOA and finance officer.
And
So fee related permission must be taken from DOA sir and finance officer.
what if the company says internship type is remote, but at some point they decide to go to the office? What shall be filled in the city section in that case?
You first thing is you must ask your HR that what is the information by now? Is it going to be complete semester is going to be online or it is going to be offline? So if it is, if by your knowledge, it is going to be online, you can fill work from home, but at later stage you get to know that it's going to be working from office. You drop an email to IAP coordinator, my location has been changed to this. We on our end will change your city. In case of hybrid mode, you have to enter your location of working, your city where you have been assigned. Even it starts with work from home, but you know where you are going to go or what is the location mentioned is your offer letter. You have to fill that only. Because faculty mentor usually contact the student before coming. Right. So if you are not at company or working from home, they will do online. But you should enter for the timing, the city you know.
Can COE MBA student opt for the startup semester?
Shalini ma'am, yes, I suppose it is.
Yeah, even I think the same. If they have very good idea, I think they can.
Yes, they can. But there's a form for startup semester which must be certified by EDC cell, right? That they have allowed you to start for a startup semester. You have to get it done. The procedure must be completed and that must be uploaded in place of offer letter.
Sir, is the last date for payment for alternate semester also 26th December?
Yes,
Yeah.
Fees are to be submitted by 26 December as of now. Any option.
So one more, we have to ask our team leader in the company to act as the industry mentor.
Yes, the team leader is usually the industrial mentor. Industrial mentor can be anyone who immediately manages your work or who manages group of students. Any person who is willing to do work on your work, your formalities can be done, can be filled as an industrial mentor. Maybe the immediate boss or maybe the next level.
Who can be? It will be the boss or the buddy?
It's one who is willing to do.
Okay.
And one who knows your performance.
Okay. It can be filled by buddy also. Because
Yes,
buddy is
sometimes what happens that there are 10 students in a company and each of you have your individual industrial mentor. So rather than all 10 of them signing in and giving you details, they say that our HR will do the work. HR manager will do the work. So HR manager takes the data, your performance, everything from the industrial mentor and fills on their behalf. So we do not have any objection in that. The person should be from your company who has authority to do all this stuff. No matter it's HR manager or your buddy or any person who knows your performance.
Sir, is there some format to take permission from DOA and FO for partial fees, and what all do we have to send them?
You have to write what is the reason for your fee delay, whether it's scholarship or your loan approval is pending or whatsoever is the reason. You have to mention that, and you have to show the partial fees payment that you have paid.
A mail to DOA will work in that case.
Yes,
and
a mail is to be given along with the reason.
Does a mail from HR suffice if the company does not support industrial mentor evaluation?
Yes.
Do we get to choose a faculty mentor like in Capstone, or is it assigned by IAP itself?
It is assigned by IAP cell.
Is semester valid? Is stipend valid even for research semester under some THAPA faculty?
No, usually research semester do not have any stipend. So, but as I told you, every registration in research semester, whether it's within THAPA, professors or outside reputed institutes, their proposal and permission given by the professor must be submitted through email to head CSCD and DOA, and a permission is required for research semester, because we do not allow in every institute this training. It should be good reputed institute with some good professor, right? So a permission is required in every research semester registration.
Are there any terms and conditions for an off-campus internship for project semester?
It's same as on campus. Minimum duration, minimum stipend, and technical profile.
Please explain about the research semester again.
Research semester can be done under some professor in institute of repute like IITs, NITs, triple ITs, foreign universities. You submit a proposal to your professor that I want to work in this area. He gives you consent that, okay, you can work. That proposal and consent must be dropped through an email to head CSCD and DOA. They will allow you to pursue this training research semester. You will append the professor email and the head CSCD and DOA approval in place of offer letter during registration process.
Sir, can you please tell about the procedure in case of non-tech role again?
Take permission from head CSCD and DOA through an email. So if you are allowed, then only you can go ahead with it, even though it's on campus.
Do we need to pick up subjects in startup semester as well?
No. No subjects. Your evaluation, your faculty mentor and industrial mentor is provided by EDC cell. Usually in our department, all students in startup semester, Dr. Karun Verma is your faculty mentor, and industry mentor is provided by EDC cell, depending on what kind of startup you have opened, right? So there, your evaluation is done by these faculty and industrial mentors, and there is no subjects. It's regular project semester in like in company.
For COE alternate semester, would students get the choice to fill 2 subjects and choose the mentor for capstone? If yes, then till when?
Alternate semester will be starting on 9th January as with other years, right? So there is no choice, I suppose, in the subjects. But capstone project, you will choose your industry, your faculty mentors as you did in capstone project 1, right? And Dr. Sharad Saxena is alternate semester capstone project 2 coordinator.
Now Rajiv is looking after it.
Okay.
And 2 subjects are fixed. The first subject is ethical hacking and the second subject is social network analysis.
Right.
And Jasmeet, for this particular batch, the credits are 15.
Okay.
From 2019 onwards.
Okay.
Earlier it was 20.
Right.
What will be the schedule for panel evaluation for students with intern ending after mid-July?
Why would it end after mid-July?
Ma'am, sometime in case of my side, my internship is of 1 year, not for 6 months.
So no problem. Even if internship is going, your evaluation from here will be done. So we provide you choice of dates, right? First date is usually in the last week of May, and there are 2 or 3 dates in June. So you can opt the last date, and if you have completed the major portion of your project, right, and your evaluation can be done. So your training may go after your evaluation also.
What is the default password for IAP portal?
You have to set the password. While register with us, you have to set the password. It's your own password.
Is the capstone project going to be a group project or we need to work on it individually?
It's a group project, as you did capstone 1.
If I got scholarship, do I need to pay the fees as it has not been reduced for my web kiosk?
Yes, you pay the fees according to your scholarship. So even if it is not updated on the web kiosk, we usually get the data from the finance office that this was the scholarship amount and this is the pending amount. So we match. If you have paid this much, it's okay with us. If it is not with the finance office data also not matching with that, then we ask you to contact finance office and get it updated.
I have not got any internship or placement till the 7th semester now. Is it compulsory for getting degree? Is it compulsory for getting degree for BECSC?
Yes, beta, it's compulsory. If you have not got internship, you can go for an alternate semester. But you have to enroll in any of these three: startup, project, or alternate.
Can we do startup work from anywhere, or we have to be present at the campus?
You can do from anywhere. You have to mention the city of work. And same must be certified on your form through EDC. So, yes.
I think we are done with it.
Yes.
COE students are allowed to make groups with ENC students for capstone project?
Yes, we can allow, provided the ENC students are also of alternate semester only. That won't be an issue, I presume.
Yes. So alternate semester will start from 9th January as regular other years, second, third year. So I suppose the queries are, okay, one more. Two COE students with internship at SEM also need to pay fees. Yes, beta, whether it's internship or alternate or startup, every student has to pay the fees, right? Yes, industrial mentor has to register on the mentor panel section of the IAP portal. There are 3 forms that the industrial mentor fill. Form 1, during the first follow-up with the faculty mentor, he fills there that what is the project the industrial mentor has assigned to you. So the project details are there in form 1. The second form is to be filled by your industrial mentor 1 week before your final presentation. That is the marks form, 20 marks we will be giving. And final form, which is called feedback form for Abbott, that also is to be filled 1 week before final presentation. It is general feedback about Thapar students. Right, so these 3 forms he will be filling for every student through his portal, and you will be automatically tagged with him if you fill the correct email ID of your mentor in phase 2 registration. Right.
Sir, is the fee same for alternate semester?
What?
Do we have to pay the same amount of fee for the alternate semester?
Yes, fees is same for every student. Whether project or alternate, any student.
Okay.
The fee notice what you have got, you have to pay that fees. Details about capstone project, it is same as you did capstone project 1. The only difference is rather than year long, it is 6-month project. You have to complete in 6 months because you have only 2 subjects along with capstone. Right. Paid internship is not allowed. We will delete your offer letter if we see that internship company is some training institute or somewhere where you are paying something to get the training. Such trainings are not allowed. You will even not get the permission also if you will ask for.
Jasmeet, I think we are done with it.
Yes.
And still, in case any of the students have any queries, you can always forward them to IAP team.
Yes. Okay, that's it.
And presentation will be shared and recording will be shared.
Yes. Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, Jasmeet and the team. So we are winding it up. Thank you all.